Welcome to the ET420 Microbit Lab, Writing Microbit Programs, Part B. Let's work with variables. So the equal sign is going to assign a variable. This one will be A, and it's going to be a number, integer. C with the quotations is going to be a character M. D is going to be a floating point, 42.06, and we're going to scroll and display these. So let's flash it and see what we get. And it works. Okay, so let's copy and paste the other program, and we're going to have a fading H, and this means that we're going to use the matrix of our LEDs. This one is going to be the far left column, this is going to be the far right column. The numbers in each area is the intensity, so we are going to get a column of bright LEDs, a column of dim LEDs. Wherever there's a 0, it's going to be off, and across the middle we're going to get a decreasing intensity on the line across our H. So let's flash it, and it works exactly the way I described. Okay, let's do a simple math problem in Python. So we're assigning variable A is 89, the integer. B is 42, an integer. And we're going to add these two, and we're going to display a text, A plus B equals, and then we're going to display the answer C. So let's run it. And it runs it perfectly. Okay, let's let our microbit in Python make some decisions for us. So we've set the variable A to 89, we set the variable B to 42, and first thing we're going to do, if A and B, if A is greater than B, which it is, so it's going to be true. So we're going to display A is greater than B. And if it wasn't, it's going to display A is not greater than B. So this one should display A is greater than B. Let's run it. It in fact displays that. So let's make this 40 and run it again and see what happens. And it says A is not greater than B, so it is working properly. Okay, so let's do some counting. This is written for counter in range 1 through 11, and we're just going to display whatever in our variable counter, and then it's going to display all done. So we're going to start at 1 and stop at 10. So this is going to count 1 to 10. And it is counting, and it should stop at 10 and then print all done, and it does. Okay, I changed the code here with a more condensed code, and let's see if it does the same thing. And it counts to 10. Okay, let's change our range statement. So we've included this, so we're going to start at 5,000, and we're going to increment by thousands, and we're going to stop at 14,000. It's going to be less than 15. So let's flash it. And I have the 5,000. and 6,000. Let's continue to count. Let's see if it goes all the way to 14,000. And it goes to 14,000 and stops. Okay, so let's build a counter that uses a while statement. So once this is true, it's going to continue in this loop. So until it gets to 10, or 11 actually, and it'll stop the counter. So we're going to count from 1 because our first counter is going to add 1. So it's going to count from 1 to 10. Let's try it. And it worked. Let's use our counter with a while true, which means that it's going to continue this program indefinitely. And it's going to continue to count. Make sure that we put in the counter equals 0. It doesn't look like that's in the instructions, but we have to start at 0, otherwise it's going to give us an error. So let's go ahead and flash it. And it is counting. And once it passes 10, it should keep on going. And it does. Let's do constants and comments. Okay, when we have 3 quotes before and 3 quotes after, that is a block quote. Everything will be documented and it'll only be seen by the programmer. If you have 1 line for a comment, it's going to have the pound sign. So here we're setting a constant. We got start value equals 1. So it is a constant. It's going to stay 1 throughout. And stop value is 11. It's going to be a constant because it's going to stay that value throughout the program. And the same thing with step value is 1, and that's a constant.